to an episode of My Emotional Support Besties. I'm here with my bestie, Reed.
And I'm here with mine, Tortolini.
Oh, bringing out the nicknames.
I am. Also, when you just introduced us, out of a huge surprise to me, my toenail just broke.
It's taking us all the way back.
And it hurts.
You waited too long to clip him.
Got it.
Got him. She threw it on my floor.
Oh, sorry about that. I'll get it later.
I'll make her vacuum later.
I'll get it later. My bad.
Also, dogs are hidden in here. Can you I spy them? Where's Waldo? They're hidden.
Ruby's like smushed like a little sandwich.
I think it's her favorite place to be.
It really is.
It is a solid like 25 degrees colder down here.
Yeah, we were just on the top floor of my house and
boiling like an egg.
It was so hot.
It was so hot. There was sweat dripping from every orifice of my body.
I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight.
It's officially summer, y'all. Gotta crank that soldier boy. Crank
that AC, soldier boy.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing real well.
Glad.
You know
Good,
what?
I'm glad.
I went on many adventures today. That's
You really did.
I'm also in burpee.
I understand. I have severe acid reflux today.
Oh, are you all right?
Well, I drank some very strong coffee and
flash brew.
Yeah, and had delicious Turkish eggs this morning. But there was a nice like peppery oil on top, and it got the GERD going, the combo.
Someone needs some Prilosec. I had a root beer Ollie Pops. Yeah.
So good. What was I just watching? Oh, I got stuck on a rabbit hole last night of this man called Dad Social. And this man has abounding energy.
Okay.
He actually reminds me of Caleb Riley, but this man's slightly annoying. So not Caleb.
Like Caleb is
but
not
has the skills of Caleb. Like he's like, oh, we want to renovate this laundry room. I'm gonna do it myself.
I've seen this guy where he will like take a wagon and turn it into like a convertible or something like that.
Yeah, crazy. He just built his daughter's this like dream playhouse in the backyard out of a
gosh.
shed. Anyways, I really but he almost every reveal video there's an Olipop involved.
Oh,
and I was like,
sponsor.
It's our people. How do we get that?
I know. We love Olipop. Olipop, pop, pop, pop.
Also, one of my favorite things to hit my algorithm, and I love when I can get it to do this, is a lot of reno videos, especially Americans that buy houses abroad.
Yeah.
And then renovate them. I'm on right now, and it is a trending. This guy is blowing up. He's got over 1 million followers now, but he bought a 5,000 euro.
I'm sorry, what? It was only $5,000 euro?
5,000 euro house in the Balkans.
Oh.
It was so hidden. It took him 4 days to clear the path, and he had to have help from his new neighbors to like use like machetes and stuff to clear the path to get back there. This man has been sleeping in this creepy house while he's renovating it, just in this room in like a camper cot.
That's
and there's
scary.
creatures everywhere.
What kind of creatures?
He doesn't know.
Ghosts.
Every night that I've seen him reporting live from when he's sleeping there, he's like, there's something out there. I know. But apparently if you have neighbors in the Balkans, they're very kind. These people just keep showing up with their tractors. They're helping them clear stuff out.
Oh my gosh.
But can you imagine? I think this guy actually might be from Oregon, or he went to U of O because he had a bunch of U of O clothes.
So all these Oregon people are just venturing out into the world and getting famous.
I know. And I was like, where?
You know
how
who's
do you find
next?
this house?
You know
Us.
who's next? Yep, that's right. It's us.
Mm-hmm.
We're manifesting it. I like that. I've been too mesmerized by something else.
What?
My game.
Me? Oh,
And you.
thank you.
But Tori knows all about this. I
Yep.
need to tell you guys, I essentially have a gambling addiction. Ooh, but I've been playing this game called Tasty Travels. And boy, are the travels tasty. I cannot tell you how much these travels are tasty. Essentially, what happened to me is I was really into Fruit Merger or Fruit Merge. It's a game.
I also didn't know that merge games were a thing.
Merge games are the best. That's like, I almost said vajazzled.
It's almost like being vajazzled.
Bejeweled. No. What's it called?
Oh, I never played that game.
Or
was that a burp
Candy
or a
Crush?
cough?
That was a cough that I was like trying to scrape my throat. Like Candy Crush is a merge game, basically. Well, kind of. But
okay.
A merge. Oh, the game. I don't remember what they called it, but it was the one where it was like, you take a 2 and a 2 and you merge them. They make a 4. You take a 4 and a 4, you merge them.
Malia was playing this.
You make an 8. You take an 8 and an 8. So it's essentially like that, but it was fruit. Okay, was really into it, but played it too much. Got over it.
That one was very visually fun to watch.
Kiara and I played it the entire flight to Australia.
I mean, that's a great way to pass time.
To the point where I'm like on the edge of my seat, like, oh, 2 watermelons.
That's a fun way to pass time.
It was great.
When you can find something like that, lock in.
Well, thank you so much for validating that, because I have locked into Tasty Travels. I got an ad while playing Fruit Merge for Tasty Travels. You know those ads that are interactive and you get to play a little bit of the game and then it's like download. And I'm like, okay, that was kind of nice. Downloaded this game. I'm addicted. It's so good. They get you. They get you. Yes.
May I use your marketing brain? Is that a specific type of marketing?
Yeah. It's an ad.
Oh, I didn't know if there was like a special tactic of that, like interactive ads.
App download.
Okay.
It'd be an app download ad. Posted on apps.
Clearly target demographic for that type of marketing.
Ooh, well, yeah. As soon as they see that I'm engaging, I'm spending a little time on there, they're gonna boom, boom, boom.
She's also been trying to word of mouth crowdfund so she can get more points.
I am taking gift cards for Tasty Travels. If anybody wants to give me gift cards to buy more energy, more gems, essentially the way that it works is they got you by the seat of your pants. You play, you enjoy it, and then guess what? You run out of energy. You can't merge any more things. So then you got to use your gems. You only have so many gems to buy more energy. And then you run out of your gems. What do? You got to pay money. Or you got to wait. You got to put the app away, and you can't come back for like 24 hours. Have I spent money on this app? Maybe. Does anybody need to know? No, that's absolutely none of your business. It's actually none of your business. Please stop trying to, yes, I've spent $5. Okay? Maybe $6.
That's not bad. But if it starts to go over 50, I'm going to have to sit you down and have an intervention.
I understand. And I tell myself every day, Reed, don't click that button. Don't click that button.
Do they ever have ads that pop up about gambling addiction on there?
They have ones that are like, it's like these ads are like, you have a gambling addiction? Well, this game gives you money for free.
You're having like an existential crisis every time it pops up.
Like I 100% know why people have gambling addictions because of this game. Like it's a slippery slope, y'all. And I actively know that. I have awareness. Don't worry. And this isn't an endorsement for you to download this game. If you happen to download it, it's not because of me. I'm saying don't do it. Do not do it because I'm going to eventually have to delete it. I know it.
Every time I've looked over at you and it's gotten quiet in the last 3 days, you've been playing that.
Tasty Travels.
I go, well, there she goes.
I'm trying to merge all my soccer balls together right now to get this one goalie glove. And then I'm going to get 1,300 points, a bunch of balloon points, a bunch of energy points. Woo! Saving up all my energy for that.
So fun.
The thing is, I should not download any other games because actually my true north, my true goal in life right now is to not use my phone. So this was a huge mistake downloading Tasty Travels and it is going against my goal in life of not using my phone. But you know what? I'm going to get there. I know one day I'm going to wake up. I'm going to go, I've had enough of these Tasty Travels, and I'm going to delete that app, and I'm never going to see it again. Until that day, I'm going to enjoy my Tasty Travels. But I'm not going to download another game because I did download a different game yesterday.
Was it from an ad?
It was from an ad. It got me. But I played like 7 or 8 different levels, and I got over it. And I deleted that one. So don't worry. All we have on the phone now is Tasty Travels. And
I
soon
mean-
it won't be there. And we will have a funeral, but it's okay.
It's better than being doom scrolling.
That's why
So it's a step in the
that.
right direction.
My phone is my pacifier.
Yep.
I have awareness. I know that. It's okay.
Everyone has one.
The thing about me is I have very few vices in this world, okay? I gave up caffeine. I gave up coffee years ago. I gave up alcohol. I don't smoke weed. Actually, this takes me to partially what made me need emotional support this week, a doctor's appointment that I went to where they're asking me, how often do you drink? Never. You a tobacco user? Nope. Marijuana? Nope. Recreational drugs? Nope. And then I said to the doctor, I'm sure boring, aren't I? But here's the thing. If they ask me, how often are you on your phone? I'd be like, I'm an addict, sir.
They should ask about screen time.
They should, especially since then the person was like, hey, can I ask you this thing about depression? I was like, sure, go for it. And then they're like,
PHQ-9.
they're like, you ever feel hopeless and lost and all this stuff? I'm like, in the last week I haven't. And I'm like,
Thank God.
nope. But I'm like, this is kind of awkward just giving you these answers right now verbally. Give me a piece of paper.
Yeah, I would like to know how often people are answering them honestly, verbally.
I'm just like every second of every day.
I mean, I guess if you're really going through it, you'll probably answer that honestly.
We went on a tangent. I don't know where we went, but it was a fun adventure. It was like
Yeah.
a roller coaster, and I like rides. Tori, what made you need emotional support this week?
Well, this will be a combo, I guess, of what gave me emotional support, but then resulted in now I feel like I need it.
Mm-hmm.
I got a new skirt just from Old Navy, just a simple little skirt. It was fun. It wasn't little. It was a maxi skirt. I was leaving the house, hadn't had much coffee, was leaving for work. I probably had resting bitch face. I'm walking down the driveway, and this nice gentleman across the street, we made eye contact first, kind of smiled. Then I kept walking to my car, and then he looked at me and he said, hey, I like that skirt on you. And I said, wow, thank you so much, sir. And he said, yeah, anytime. And then he just kept walking. And it was like the most respectful cat call that wasn't a cat call, you know? It just was a nice man complimenting. And then I realized I should have kept the conversation going.
Should have got his number.
But Reed thinks she knows him, aka sees him at the gym.
I think I've creeped on him at the gym.
So we
before.
gotta scope it out. We gotta scope it out a little. But it's nice to know there are nice gentlemen living in this neighborhood. It's unfortunate that I had not been caffeinated enough to continue the interaction. Because here's the thing. We know my speed dating didn't go well. Dating apps are terrifying. You gotta lock in when you find a good one out here, you know?
Mm-hmm. That
Just
you
saying.
do. Next time I go to the gym, I'm going to walk around. I'm going to find him.
I've thought about making business cards.
Should I make you
So
dating
you guys can
business
walk
cards?
around with them. I've had multiple people in our group of friends be like, I would absolutely hand one of those out.
We should take pictures of you, put it on a business card,
Yeah.
and have a QR code.
Yeah. A QR code for me and then also a QR code for the podcast.
Yeah, because, you know,
You'd
we
be like,
always
oh,
gotta
if you're
be
not
promoting.
single and you're not interested in dating or you're not interested in women,
listen
here's a fun podcast.
to our
though.
podcast and become our friend, our bestie.
I could deal with more friends. That's fine.
I like that.
Yeah.
All
Anyways,
right,
what
well-
brought you emotion or what made you need emotional support this week
What made me need...
besides the doctor?
Well, that's kind of like the whole thing is like just healthcare in general. Tori, you're no stranger to the healthcare system,
Yep. The medicine business.
the medicine business. I'm just trying to get established with my new insurance and my new healthcare provider. And guess what, guys? I got stood up not once, but twice.
Rude.
I go to my first appointment. I'm sitting there. Mind you, I'm not upset because I'm sitting waiting playing Tasty Travels. So
She saw it as an opportune time for no one to know that she's playing Tasty Travels.
I said to myself, this is not a time where I'm going to judge myself for playing my little Tasty Travels. But I'm waiting. It's 20 minutes past my appointment. This other woman walks up. She rings the doorbell to get somebody's attention. They come over and the nurse goes, yes, may I help you? She's like, yeah, my appointment was at 3. It is now 3:50. I just want to make sure everything's chill. They say, who are you here to see? She tells them, it's the same doctor I'm there to see. The nurse says, they're not here today. And then I sprout up. I go, I'm seeing that doctor too. Then another woman sprouts up. She goes, I'm seeing that doctor too.
Sprouting.
Yeah, she wasn't there. So they reschedule me. Come back 2 days later. I check in. I go to my spot. I wait. And I wait. I play my TC Travels. I'm having a good time. But then I refresh my email. At this point, it's 20 minutes past my appointment. I get an email that says, post-appointment summary. I go, huh? I haven't even gone in to see the doctor yet. What's it say? It says I was a no-show. I'm like, pardon me, I'm a no-show?
Did you have that effect where you panicked that you were a ghost?
Oh, I should have, but no, I felt like, oh my God, I did something wrong at the check-in kiosk. Oh no. I go,
technology.
I ring the doorbell. I talk to the nurse, and the nurse says, oh, what's going on? I tell them, it just told me I'm a no-show. I've been sitting here since 15 minutes before my appointment. And she goes, did you check in? And I'm like, yeah, at the kiosk. And then she comes back. She goes, oh, sometimes those don't work for new patients. Well, that's not good.
Not acceptable.
That's not good. This is my first experience with y'all. And got just ghosted twice. So they reschedule me. I run downstairs. I finally see a doctor. Hallelujah. First ever
Hallelujah.
Gen Z doctor. Honestly, great experience. He said, let's see you in 2 weeks. Hopefully you'll be Gucci. And you know what? I hope I am all Gucci in 2 weeks.
I hope you're Gucci in the coochie.
But he goes, I tell him my whole spiel. Got stood up. Got told I was a no-show. And he goes, yeah, so next time you come, if you're waiting for more than 5 minutes past your appointment,
put the Tasty Travels down and say something.
Put the Tasty Travels down and ring the doorbell and say something, because why are you waiting so long? But like, I'm sorry, I don't want to be an inconvenience.
That's something that really alarmed me.
That I waited so long.
Yeah, it also really alarmed husband Janet.
John's like, I'm waiting maybe tops 8 minutes. But the thing is,
I think I'd wait 15.
There's no humans.
I know, I don't like that.
I walk and I speak to a robot. I type on a robot. A robot tells me where to go. I go. There's not a human there. I just have to wait for a human to come and greet me. So what is the girl to do? What is the girl to do? She's there to play Tasty Travels to ease her anxiety, because what do I have? White coat syndrome. And I'm basically a little chihuahua that wants to piddle herself when she goes to the doctor.
Shaking in her boots.
Got to get 2 blood pressure readings, because the first one always through the roof, because I am scared.
Me too, girl. I'm scared every time I go to the doctor. Every time they do my vitals, that they're going to be like, you have hypertension.
Like, ma'am?
Because my whole family has it.
Ma'am, you're dead.
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am,
this is heaven.
The cuff actually went through your arm. You are a ghost.
That's why we didn't call your name. You're a ghost.
And they take you through a different side door, and that's the heavenly doctors.
Stop. Now I'm scared.
The third kind, fourth kind, that's aliens.
Now I'm going to have even more. She does it the first time, and before she puts it on my arm, I go, I just need you to know I am like a dog at the vet. I will have high blood pressure this first time around, but let me tell you, the second time around, it'll be fine. She does it, and she goes, ooh, that is high. And I said, I warned you. Then we wait a little bit. And she's typing on the computer, and she goes, oh, the computer wants me. Again, the robots. The computer wants me to take your blood pressure again. I go, okay. She puts it on. I take some deep breaths. And then what happened? Perfect blood pressure. And I said, hard facts, I'm just a chihuahua. I'm so sorry.
God, always make sure your feet are not crossed. They are flat on the floor, and you are not talking while the blood pressure machine's going.
Oh, I think I was talking the first time, too. Because I also can't shut up.
Well, I hear that. I had to go to the dentist last week. It was terrible. Also, I don't believe in those wrist blood pressure things.
No, they're not accurate.
Mine said 165 over 90 something, and she said nothing about it. And the way that if she was going to, I was going to say, yeah, maybe don't trust those cuffs.
Don't trust the cuffs. Don't trust the cuffs.
And also, yes, I don't floss every day. Stop asking me every time I come in here. Does anyone? Not really.
Well, actually, I have been. That was a goal of mine this year. And I've been flossing every day.
I downloaded a fun little app last night from that post that you sent me called Cub. And you get points to... It's basically my version of Tasty Travels.
Is it gamifying your life?
Yeah, you get to keep a little panda alive. Like a little cartoon panda, and you can like pick his attributes and stuff. And every time you do something during the day, You can do that, and then you get points, and you can buy him things.
Shut up. I'm going to switch Tasty Travels with keeping my little panda alive. I'm going to have to be productive for
This
my
morning,
panda.
I got 70 points for drinking a cup of water when I woke up, and then I got to buy him a little bed.
Oh.
It's pink.
What do you name your panda?
Simon.
Simon Cowell.
Yep. Except a happy version. What gave you emotional support this week? Tell us about emotional support.
What gave me emotional support this week, you ask? Well, a lot of things. Here's the deal. One, I went for a nice little hike this morning with the dogs and our friends and their baby, who is
took
oh
both
so
dogs?
cute. Nope, I lied. Only took Ruby.
Oh, I was like, wow.
Corduroy had to stay because he's a nutty, nutty boy. I also got to go see my friend, her horse.
Yes.
So sweet. I also got to FaceTime with my friend and her baby. Shout out to Morgan, friend of the pod, and Rai.
The sweetest cheeks in the game.
Also got to go out to dinner with Tori, Kiara, and our friend Danny. Had some really great Sri Lankan food.
Yeah, we did.
I also almost finished decorating my office, and that's been a huge accomplishment. I hyper fixated last week on painting my office and making it real nice. And we cannot wait to reveal it to you all, because let me tell you, it's turning into, I'm going to reveal something, our podcast studio. We're going to have a full-blown podcast studio. It looks so cute, and you guys are going to be just over the moon excited about it.
Stunned. And also the dogs have already claimed space under the chairs.
Yeah, the dogs like to be under the chairs. And
Very
I birthed
cute.
my dogs out of my chair.
Yep.
So just all together, a really great, fun-filled week with friends and family. Celebrated my nephew's 10th birthday. What the heck? So you know what I also did in honor of his 10th birthday? I got a tetanus shot. Because he turned 10. The last time I got a tetanus shot was right before he was born. So
That's nice of him to line that up for you.
it was just a really emotionally supportive week. I'll tell you that.
Wow.
Oh, and I saw a butterfly today.
I did too.
Shut up.
I saw a lot of little white ones, and then a ladybug was crawling on me.
Oh my God. I also talked to a blue jay
Wow.
this morning.
Were we Disney princesses today?
I think so.
Sick.
What would your Disney princess name be?
Laura.
Mine would be Bathsheba.
Oh. Okay. Mine will be Bethesda.
Bethesda and Bathsheba.
That feels like a word scramble, and we just made names out of the same letters.
Like Lord Voldemort. Isn't that funny? Like,
Yes.
how funny is that to think about Lord Voldemort? Hey, what up? My name's Tom Riddle, and also I want to be the most evil person that's ever existed. So I'm going to take my name and try to figure out what phonetically I could make exist within these letters. Seems pretty not evil to me. Seems like you just wanted to have a little craft project.
Oh, cute. Oh, I'm playing the New York Times Unscramble.
What made you have emotional? What brought you emotional support?
What made you emotional support? That too.
What made you support so hard?
What supported me so hard? Not that man across the street.
Yet.
Bingo. Well, friend of the pod, Chelsea, my lovely cousin, arranged for some drag bingo, and it was quite honestly a highlight of the year. It was so fun.
I can't wait to go.
Yeah, you got to come with me. I want to be
I will
regulars.
be there.
It was so fun. Also, like, why am I not playing more bingo? Bingo's so fun because it's pretty easy, but it feels high stakes, but it's not.
What were the prizes? I didn't ask you that.
Oh my God, incredible prizes.
Wait, for real?
The first round, you got a whole year membership to the Portland Art Museum.
What?
Second round, you got multiple things. I don't remember what they were. I think one was like a class. You also always got a t-shirt
Ooh.
too. The drag queen made t-shirt, like makes merch for their bingo.
Oh my gosh.
So if you win, you get a special shirt.
Oh my gosh, I need to win.
Were
you close to winning at all?
Yeah, on the blackout round. I was 2 away. But those prizes were dope. You got to pick one. And one was an overnight stay at a winery.
Oh my gosh.
One was a 5-week ceramics class. And then one was a farm to table, like forage dinner out on Savi's Island for you and 4 friends.
I would pick that one.
See, a lot of people want to pick that one too. I was going to pick the winery.
Well, you love wineries.
Yeah. And a free stay.
Yeah.
How fun. Little night away. Why not?
That's really fun.
Yeah, those were the popular ones. Really fun. But what really tickled me was that halfway through the night, all of a sudden the drag queen goes, "Oh my God, my friends!" and runs to the back. She's talking to these people and she's like, "Oh my God, this is Leroy. He just DJ'd my Pride event last weekend." So I'm thinking it's like an old man. Nope. 10-year-old boy.
10-year-old Leroy?
10-year-old Leroy is an aspiring DJ because his
gosh.
dad's a DJ. And so his dad let him do the
gosh.
Pride event with him and was learning to DJ. And guess what? They DJ only on vinyl records.
Oh, they're legit disc jockeys.
Yes. And I guess there was a miscommunication about the music.
Uh-oh.
And so she was panicking at the last minute. And Leroy goes, "Don't worry. I got Pink Pony Club on vinyl. Save the day."
Oh.
Leroy was so funny.
Leroy saved the day.
He was so cute. And I clocked him when I came in too. And I was like, slay on these parents who are bringing their kid to this. How fun.
Yeah.
I mean, there definitely was a lot of inappropriate stuff. And then once he realized Leroy was in there, he just kept going, "Sorry about it."
Sorry, Leroy.
It is 19 and older recommended. So,
9 more
she
years
shouldn't
and
have
Leroy
to filter herself. But
doesn't need to be filtered
yeah,
anymore.
but Leroy, he learned a lot about gay culture that day. Let me tell you.
That's on
But
Pride
I
Month.
loved, and that's Happy Pride. I loved Leroy, and I loved his parents, and I loved that he was there, and I think that's just the most precious thing I've ever heard.
Oh, I can't wait
Also,
to go.
a 10-year-old being named Leroy, real fun to me.
I like that.
Yeah. And I would feel like
Oh,
what you think when
Leroy.
you would hear a kid named Leroy wasn't what happened.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't judge a book by its name. I loved it. That was it was very cute. The whole event was fun, but that was really fun.
Oh. I can't wait to go.
Meeting
It's every
Leroy.
week?
Yeah, every Wednesday.
We got to go. Let's go in a couple weeks, okay?
Okay. In a few weeks, it is her birthday show, and she is bringing a male stripper.
I'm in.
So I would like to go to that
And
one.
we got to bring husband John.
I also have a lot of ones left over because I took too much money out.
Whoopsies.
So we can really tip her. We got a spoiler, you know?
For her birthday.
Yep.
So we also have one final thing that is making us need extreme emotional support. It's a very sad thing. And I also just want to have a personal message to go out to one of our listeners. 2 of our listeners. How dare you do this to us? Why would you do this to us? That's so mean. But also, we're so excited for you. But also, I'm so sad that I want to lock you up in my basement. And that message was directed to Nicole and Ryan, a.k.a. Pool,
I
because
feel like this is...
Tom Walls...
Oh, is that Tim's long-lost brother?
I mean, Tim Walls is kidnapping
Tom
our friends
Walls.
and stealing them and taking them to Minneapolis.
Yep, we said goodbye to them last
We
night.
said bon voyage to our besties.
Adios.
We're going to have a long distance friendship, but you know what? We can't wait because do you know what comes out of a long distance friendship?
trips.
Travel and trips. And
Tasty
we
travels.
love tasty travels.
Yep, we already started planning our trip. We're going to come visit, and then we're all going to go on the train and go to Chicago.
We're going to go to Chicago.
I can't wait.
Can't wait to go to the Windy City.
But they're trekking it by car across the country. So we sending them positive vibes for that drive.
They're taking the Oregon Trail. Just kidding.
Correct. Make sure they don't get dysentery.
We miss you guys already.
I know what a Filgus is.
But guess what? You can always get emotional support right here every Wednesday.
That is nice. She can hear our voice.
Well,
Both-
when
both
I
of them
was
can hear our voices every week.
FaceTiming,
A young boy.
when I was a young boy, when I was FaceTiming with friend of the pod Morgan, aka Derbles, she was like, "What's new with you?" Well, actually, like the thing is, I feel like I know what's new with you because I listen to you every single week.
Yep.
So
It's
I'm like,
making us have to practice our listening skills.
I gotta listen.
Yeah.
Active listening.
Gorgeous.
We've got a really fun segment for you guys.
Yes.
Because after last week, us rambling on and on about The Materialist, we thought, hey, what is the best 90s through 2000s rom-com? And we said, we don't know.
We need to know.
We need to know. So right now, live on this podcast, Tori and I are going to do a bracket to discover what is the best.
Yep.
In our very astute opinion. You might disagree, but
That's
guess
okay.
what? We're actually going to open up this bracket to you all and see what you guys think. So,
Also, we're good at brackets. We did do a best Taylor Swift song bracket.
and we agreed on it. Ready? What was it? 1, 2, 3. All too well 10-minute version. And if you disagree on that, actually, like that's probably an
You
extreme
can
problem.
suck my big toe.
Because that was a musical masterpiece. It was a poem. It was a love story. It was a heartbreak story. It was long. It was just a musical masterpiece. And that was her best and is and will always be her best song.
Get you in the feels. And a perfect short film with it, too.
Oh my God, that made me feel so many different things. So here we go, guys. All right, so this is going to be, how brackets work. A bracket, like
NBA.
it's actually
March Madness, just kidding. It's
college. Yeah. All right, Tori Lynn.
Let's roll.
I don't want you to look at the screen right now, okay? I want it
Okay,
to be
I'm
a
not.
secret. Let me go like this. Okay. I'm going to name 2 movies.
Okay.
You're going to need to pick your favorite out of the 2. The first one's kind of hard. 10 Things I Hate About You versus 13 Going on 30.
For me personally, I'm going to go with 13 Going on 30. Both incredible films, but 13 Going on 30 had a farther of an impact.
I 100% agree. It was very fundamental to my growth.
Mm-hmm.
The fashion in it. The fashion.
Corduroy just jumped out of his skin.
The fashion in it was iconic.
Yeah.
I love Maddie.
Yes.
And
Jennifer Garner and Mark Ruffalo probably seem like the 2 kindest people on the planet.
you actually are absolutely correct.
So it was sweet.
Wow. Okay, next one. 27 Dresses or The Breakup.
27 Dresses.
100%. I hate the movie The Breakup. The movie The Breakup makes me angry and mad because Vince Vaughn or not
Yes.
Vince. Wait,
Yes.
Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn and Jenna Aniston. I couldn't
He's-
believe they were together from the start.
1, can't believe they're together, and 2, he was wrong the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
She deserved better, and I wish they would have broken up sooner.
The monologue she gives towards the end of that movie, though, really gets you in your feels.
It really, really does. Okay, next one. Bridget Jones' Diary or Clueless?
Clueless. And this
Thank
takes us
you.
back to an argument that Reed and I had last night about Paul Rudd. And he's part of the reason that I love that movie because he's so hot.
And I think he's not. But it's okay. I'm
That's
not going to
okay.
yuck her yum. And it's good that we have different taste in men.
That's right.
We're never double dipping.
Do you agree?
Yeah, 100%
Oh,
Clueless
thank
is
God.
better. I mean, again, the fashion's iconic.
I know. The closet. I wanted the
The
closet.
closet, the little app thing that she picks. Yeah, it's great.
Yep. That plaid skirt.
All right. Definitely maybe or Enchanted.
I think I'm going to rock your world.
No. What?
I'm going to pick definitely maybe.
Can you remind me? I've already forgotten what this one was.
This is Ryan Reynolds. Abigail Breslin is his
Oh.
daughter. He takes her through the 3 greatest loves of his life. She has to decide which one's her mom. It's cute. I really liked it because I liked all the female actors in that movie. And also Abigail Breslin, great child actor.
She really was.
I infamously do not love the movie Enchanted. It makes me uncomfortable.
Why?
The magic in the real world stuff really got my goat.
I'm going to reluctantly agree with you with this one because I wouldn't put Enchanted in a rom-com bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely maybe I would put in a rom-com bucket.
Mm-hmm.
I love Enchanted, but I would probably put that more in like what's the best medievally
Or like just Disney
princess
movies or something.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like it feels like Patrick Dempsey is grooming her or taking advantage of a child because they definitely infantilize her, even though she's an adult.
Wait, Patrick Dempsey is in Enchanted?
He's the man that that Amy Adams falls in love with.
Oh my gosh. Guess what? This whole time I was not thinking of Enchanted.
What were you thinking of? Princess Diaries?
I was thinking of Ella Enchanted.
Oh, a great film. I
Oh
would have
my
picked that
gosh.
for sure.
Well, I wouldn't put that in a rom-com, and I wouldn't put Enchanted. Oh, yeah.
No.
I agree. No. Okay, that's 100%. I don't really like the
So
movie
much.
Enchanted. No. I don't like it. I think it's just cheesy and not that great. Yeah, and I don't like the infantilized woman. Like,
No.
Oh, yay.
Feels like he was like, she's so young and pure.
Sag
Moon.
Okay, failure to launch. Do you remember this is Matthew
Yes.
McConaughey and Sarah Jessica Parker, I believe.
Yes.
And he's just not that into you.
Failure to launch.
Thank you so much. He's just not that into you.
Makes me feel queasy.
It annoys me so much. Who's the Jennifer Goodwin?
Goodwin.
I'm sorry, that's one of the most insufferable roles
Yes.
I've ever experienced.
Which, like, I think she plays it well.
Yeah, she plays it well. She's great in that role.
But it's not a movie I just want to
But
watch.
that
'cause it
character
makes me-
that she plays, it's like the
Yeah.
most obnoxious.
And I'm sorry, but like Terry Bradshaw and Kathy Bates as the parents of Matthew McConaughey is like the perfect casting of parents ever.
Yeah, yeah. You know, Matthew McConaughey really gave us a lot in those rom-com years. I wish
did.
he wouldn't have moved. I mean, cool. Dallas
Yep.
Buyers Club, great, cool. What's the other one where they're like doing coke and
Interstellar.
stuff?
Oh,
Yeah, that like. But that's not
True
the kind of
Detective.
content I'm looking for.
agreed.
Okay,
Oh,
Hitch
shit.
or How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Both of these, as a child, I used to watch over and over and over and over again. This is so hard.
I know. I love his face when he gets the
See,
allergic
honestly,
reaction.
Hitch is
in
giving what the materialist should have
Yes.
given.
That's what I thought it was going to be. Like,
Yes.
I thought she was going to be more like a Hitch vibe of like, let me give you.
And
But-
then fall in love with a client.
But New Age Hitch to me is Crazy Stupid Love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, also a great film.
Great film. It's not in here because that's too late in the 2000s.
I think I gotta do How to Lose a Guy in 10
I
Days.
agree. I'm
It's a
sorry. The
classic.
yellow dress is iconic.
I
Part
know.
of
And
rom-coms
the-
for me is really the wardrobe.
And I'm sorry, but when they go to visit his family, that
know.
entire thing is perfect. Steamy sex scene, literally, because the shower's on.
Oh,
The
I don't even
grandpa,
remember
oh
that.
no, the uncle that's farting while they're playing bullshit. Like, just so funny.
Bullshit.
Like, every character in that movie. Catherine Hahn is in it. I
Oh,
mean, come on.
You can't, like, if Catherine Hahn's in the movie, I'm picking it.
Yep.
Catherine Hahn is probably like one of my pinnacle
Yes.
career actors.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, Just Friends.
Mm.
Oh, or Legally Blonde.
Legally Blonde.
Yeah, I don't like the movie Just Friends. I think it's a really
Yep.
bad.
Sorry, Ryan. Bye.
It's like,
Oh, woe is me.
used to be fat.
Oh, and she didn't like me.
It
No,
feels
you were
like
just a
it's
bad
an
person.
extremely fat phobic movie as well.
extremely. I mean, probably a lot of these are actually fat phobic. Like,
Yes.
a lot of them probably didn't hold up. I haven't seen
No.
a lot of these in a really long time.
And there also was like never a person that was over like a size 2 in any of them.
Yeah, and then the person who was like a size 4 was like the bigger friend who like couldn't
Yes.
get.
They're
a
like,
guy.
oh, she's a size 6 in pants. She's a huge
like Catherine
woman.
Hahn being like the
The ugly
undesirable.
friend.
Yeah,
Get
I'm
outta
sorry.
Here.
I'm choosing Catherine Hahn.
Yeah.
Okay, Love Actually or Maid of Honor.
This one is hard for me, and maybe it won't be hard for other people, but I particularly love Maid of Honor.
Is that the one with Deborah Messing?
Yes. Nope.
No,
It's what's her bucket? Why can't I think of her name? She looks like Liv Tyler, but it's not Liv Tyler. She was like a combination of Kate Beckinsale and Liv Tyler to me. Why can't I think of her name? And Patrick Dempsey. And she's marrying the guy that plays Owen Hunt in Grey's Anatomy in Scotland. And Patrick Dempsey's her
Oh,
Michelle Monaghan. She was in White
oh,
Lotus.
she was in White Lotus.
Yeah. And she aged
Stunningly.
gloriously. I think I might pick that over Love Actually.
Yeah, I mean, Love Actually has some weird plot lines in it too, and I think it's overhyped. Like everybody like went through this weird phase where all of a sudden it was like,
That is my favorite Christmas movie.
and it's like,
No, The Holiday is my favorite
Really?
Christmas movie.
agreed. All right, Made in Manhattan or Monster-in-Law, both J-Lo.
Ooh. I love Jane Fonda and Monster
I know, I do love Jane Fonda.
But
It's
Ray
iconic.
Fiennes, not Ralp Fiennes or whatever you say.
Okay, so funny story is Ray Fiennes, aka Voldemort. His name is Ray Fiennes. Okay. I remember learning. So I thought his name was Ralph at first. Okay. It's not. Again, it's Ray Fiennes. But the way it stuck in my head was like, okay, it's not Ralph. It's some derivative of Ralph, but different and seems not logical. So I'm with Tori and friend of the pod, Nicole. And I go, oh my God, did you guys know his name's actually not Ralph? It's Ralp.
No, I was in the shower because I'm the one that told you this. And you're like, Nicole, guess what I found out? I came out and you guys were like pissing your pants. Ralp.
I thought his name was Ralp Fiennes.
Also, his brother's name is Joseph.
Is it Joe?
It's what's his bucket from Handmaid's Tale?
Oh yeah, Joseph.
Yeah, and I think that may
Of Fred.
actually be his name.
Of Fred.
Yeah,
Well, Fred.
yeah, that guy.
All right, we're going with Made in Manhattan because it's iconic. Again, the wardrobe really matters for me. It's
Yep.
all about the costume.
Also, J-Lo in the early 2000s, circa like wedding planner as well, was wearing. She had the perfect ponytail.
Perfect ponytail.
I think that comes up in the wedding
and
planner.
perfect.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
She still does. Okay. My Big Fat Greek Wedding or Never Been Kissed. And I have to make an announcement. I have never seen My Big Fat Greek Wedding, which a Paul's story because I know she very much likes this movie.
I do, but I'm gonna pick Never Been Kissed because I gotta give one for my girl Drew.
Okay, so I agree, but actually this is a movie that absolutely
Does
does
not
not
hold
hold up. This movie doesn't hold up. When you think about this plot,
Grooming.
this is a woman who, yeah, she isn't actually underage, but she looks enough underage. She goes back to school and then hits it off with the teacher. And the entire audience, you're going, yeah, her and the teacher need to work it out. They need to hook up. What?
Yeah, disturbing, but
But it's
great acting.
Great movie. Okay.
Great soundtrack.
Notting Hill or
Mm.
P.S. I Love You.
That's really hard.
I'm going to make a decision.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm not.
I think Notting Hill. When I think
More
rom-com
iconic.
and also like P.S. I Love You, that's gonna make me sob, which is great. Great, good job, Hilary Swank.
She did.
Perfect acting,
And Gerald Butler.
and I know that she really comes to love herself and find healing, and it's great.
Is his name Gerard?
Gerard.
Gerald.
Gerard.
Gerald?
Ralp and Gerald.
Gerald?
No, Gerard
Gerard. Okay.
Butler. Notting
Um,
Hill.
Yeah, I think too when I think about like iconic movies, Notting Hill. But the reason I hezitated
in
is
front of a boy.
because who's the guy in that? The main guy.
Not
Hugh Grant.
Yes, thank you. He's
Hugh-
an asshole.
Hugh Grant gives me the ick. But
But he didn't give me the ick then. It's
Well-
present day Hugh.
he gave me the ick in it because he was just kind of like a whiny, like, I don't like movies when people are all like, well, it's me.
Yeah.
But Julia Roberts
Bad bitch.
makes up for any ick a man.
Also, she's like Benjamin Buttoning.
she's so beautiful.
She looks younger now somehow. She looks-
because of these sneaky. Oh, whoops!
I know.
I messed that up.
these sneakies.
These
sneaky surgeons.
Sneaky surgeons.
She's
All right.
great.
Runaway Bride again, Julia Roberts, or She's the
Not
Man.
even a question. She's a Man is my favorite movie.
Oh, yeah.
It's perfect.
I used to love Runaway Bride though.
It is a great movie. I'm not saying that it's not great. I'm just saying nothing will compare to She's the Man.
I just
for me.
remember always being confused though, because when I was a kid, I was like, Richard Gere, isn't he like 100 years old here? And Julia Roberts is like 18 because he had gray hair.
Yeah. Have you seen Mystic Pizza?
I have.
That's also a great movie.
I have-
God, let's have a Julia Roberts day.
Okay. All right. She's All That or Sweet Home Alabama.
Sweet Home Alabama. Literally no question about it.
Sweet
In my top 5.
I love that movie. All right.
So I can kiss her anytime I want.
The Holiday. The Proposal.
The Holiday.
I agree.
Bye, Ryan.
I did
The
though
Proposal's good.
name my dog after the dog in The Proposal. I named my dog Kevin because of Kevin in The Proposal.
Yeah. The Holiday, just like I can't think of anything that doesn't age well.
Also, the fact that like it's Nancy Myers and I love
Yeah.
her decor.
Jack Black
Oh,
is so
I
cute
love
in
Jack
that movie.
Black.
I always say, honestly, that's like, I think the ideal. I would love someone like Jack
I
Black.
know. Is he single? Can we call him?
Jack Black is married.
Oh.
But
okay.
I've heard
Oh.
he's him referred to as the nicest man in
He
Hollywood.
seems like it.
But his character in that movie is so cute.
I know. Okay. The Prince and Me.
Oh.
Amanda Bynes, yeah? No. Julia Stiles.
Oh, this is hard.
The Wedding Date.
Dermot Mulroney. I
Wait.
think I might have to do The Wedding Date. Deborah Messing and Dermot Mulroney. That is such a
No, I
that is-
agree.
That
I
is
agree.
a pulling on. Even though The Prince and Me is such a good movie.
I agree. The Prince and Me is good.
Cheesy. The Wedding Date.
Yes.
Solid.
Okay. The Wedding Planner.
Ooh.
2 weeks notice.
Wedding
The Wedding
Planner.
Planner. Again.
Another freaking perfect performance by Matthew McConaughey and J-Lo.
Absolutely.
The M&Ms.
Okay.
Ugh.
What happens in Vegas? What women want. Okay. What women want.
Remind me what that movie is.
It's the one. Okay. Well, it is. I believe it is Mel Gibson. So,
Oh, I immediately know what this is.
but
that
he
feels good
like
to me.
can read women's minds.
Yeah,
I mean,
Cameron Diaz and Ashton Kutcher didn't have chemistry for me.
didn't they date?
They might have.
But also, not a memorable movie at all.
No.
To be honest, I would X out both of those movies.
Yep.
Okay. While You Were Sleeping, or Win a Date with Tad Hamilton. I don't know either of these.
While You Were Sleeping is a Sandra Bullock film.
Oh, I like
and
Sandy.
she ends up in this weird situation where a guy gets like saves a guy from getting hit by a train and then ends up having amnesia, and she's there, and then they think that she's his fiance,
Oh.
and she just plays along with it.
Oh, that sounds good.
I don't remember what the stakes are as to why she has to pretend, but
That sounds pretty
it's
good.
a great movie. It's got a big eyebrow guy. His daughter is famous on TikTok now. What is his name?
Big eyebrow guy.
He was in a lot of 90s.
Who is big eyebrow guy?
And then Bill, he died. That was in
Bill.
Mighty Joe Young.
Who's Bill?
Nope, that's Bill Paxton. I was thinking someone else.
Who's Bill? Who died?
Remember Bill Paxton? Do you remember the movie Mighty Joe Young?
So-
Charlize Theron and the giant gorilla.
Oh my god! I
That
totally
is it.
forgot
That
about
movie will
that.
make you cry.
That movie. Don't they kill the gorilla? Oops! Spoiler. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just spoiled Mighty Joe Young.
Bill Pullman.
He
Peter
died?
Gallagher.
He died.
They're brothers. No, I don't think he died. He might have.
Okay.
No, he's alive. Oh my god, he's alive. No one.
Tori.
Bill Paxton died. I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, but yeah, Bill Pullman and Peter Gallagher play brothers. Peter Gallagher's the one that has amnesia. Bill Pullman, spoiler alert, Sandra Bullock falls in love with the brother at the end.
All right. So then, do you know Win a Date with Tad Hamilton?
Yeah, I think is that one Josh Duhamel?
Oh, and he's like famous.
Yeah, it's really dumb.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna say no to that
definitely
one.
While You're Sleeping. That's a classic.
There, I feel like
You know who
there's-
would back that up 100%? Sandra.
Not Bullock, her mother.
Yes.
All right, the next.
Just as iconic.
Ready?
Yeah.
You've Got Mail or Sleepless in Seattle?
Nora
I know
Ephron.
mine. I know mine. Easily.
Okay, what
You've
is
Got
it?
Mail. I don't like Sleepless in Seattle.
I 100% agree.
Thank you. I got so
I mean,
nervous.
both decent movies, but You've Got Mail's better.
You've Got Mail is so much better. I love the idea of how relevant it is to this day
Yes.
of that massive bookstore coming in and putting these indie bookstores out of business, aka Jeff Bezos and his computer bookstore
I'm also sorry, but
shop.
Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks.
So much chemistry.
So much chemistry in both.
I know.
But that one,
isn't his real wife in that?
yes. Rita.
Rita.
She's her friend.
All right.
Nope. Plays his sister in Sleepless in Seattle, which makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
All right. Last one here.
Ooh.
And this is easy. When Harry Met Sally or The Wedding Singer?
Not as easy for me. Are you going to say When Harry Met Sally?
Of course I am.
Oh, The Wedding Singer is so good.
I did love The Wedding Singer when I was a kid, but
More for a comedy reason. So
yeah.
I'll give When Harry Met Sally. I'll have what she's having.
Thank you so much. I love that movie. All righty. We are now in round 2, baby. Okay. So 13 going on 30 verse 27 dresses. That's easy. 13 going on 30.
Yeah.
All
27
right.
Dresses is a great film.
It's
though.
good, but also like another one where like a woman's really like down on herself, and
Yep.
I don't really love that.
Yep.
Clueless verse definitely maybe
Clueless.
100%. All right. Failure to launch versus How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
How to Lose a Guy in 10
10 Days. All right. Legally Blonde versus Maid of Honor.
Legally Blonde.
Made in Manhattan, Never Been Kissed.
Made in Manhattan.
Made in Manhattan.
Holds up better. It's got Ralp. We're good.
If Ralp's in it, we're watching. Notting Hill, She's the Man. She's the man. Sweet Home Alabama, The Holiday.
Fuck me.
The Holiday.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Reese.
But look at you with a baby in a bar.
This one's still on the tit, so I can take him anywhere I go.
The Wedding Date or The Wedding Planner?
Shit. The Wedding Planner.
The Wedding Planner.
It's an easier watch.
I agree. It's more like
Feel good.
bouncy.
Yeah.
What Women Want versus While You Were Sleeping. I'm going to say While You Were Sleeping from the description you gave. Sounds quite...
It's good.
Sounds
You
like
should
quite
watch
the
it.
film.
Yep.
All right. You've Got Mail or When Harry Met Sally? I know my answer.
You've Got Mail.
No. When Harry Met Sally. Friends to Lovers. Friends to Lovers. What about the cardigans? They wear the best cardigans. Well,
if I have to break it down to aesthetics, definitely When Harry Met Sally.
Beautiful.
And I love Billy Crystal.
The city in autumn.
Yeah.
But then You've Got Mail. It's a
But I
great...
have to think about like popularity, what stands still, When Harry Met Sally, because they also do highlight female pleasure in a really approachable way.
They do. And
It passed the Bechdel test for me. In some ways.
Yeah, probably. Okay, but You've Got Mail is, a discussion on capitalism, corrupt capitalism. How about we're going to do something that they don't do at the college 16 brackets March Madness. We're going to table this one and we're going to let it percolate, okay? We're going to keep
moving
going.
on.
All right, we're moving on to 13 Going on 30 versus Clueless. 13 Going on 30.
Yeah. It's more our generation.
How to Lose a Guy versus Legally Blonde. How am I ever going to decide that?
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days is more of a go back to for me than Legally Blonde.
I also feel like it's more of like
A
a
rom-com.
rom-com. Legally Blonde is more of like an inspirational story
Yes.
that I think has motivated a generation of women.
Yes, which like the romance is really learning to be
Love
empowered
yourself.
by yourself. But if
Which-
we're going relationship, How to Lose a Guy in 10
Yeah,
Days.
we're kind of looking for things that
Our love.
tell the story that we don't totally agree with, which is the women need to end up with a man at the end.
And also, unfortunately, all of these are heterosexual relationships. The early 2000s
And
haven't caught
all
up yet.
white people. And
Yeah.
all thin people.
You know what surprisingly didn't make it on your list? My Best Friend's Wedding.
Which one is that one?
Julia Roberts, Dermot Mulroney,
Mm.
Cameron Diaz.
Oh, that's the one where they...
Does not hold up great. He's 30. She's 20. They started dating when she was 18 and one of his students.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, in what fucking world? Cameron Diaz was so annoying in that movie. In what world are you picking her still at the end over Julia Roberts?
Oh my God, it was over Julia Roberts?
But the real love story in that movie is between her and her gay
friend.
best friend.
Oh, really?
Because he shows up at the wedding for her because he knows
it's going to be
that
so
she
hard
lets
for her.
him go. And so Charlie shows up at the wedding at the end.
For Julia Roberts?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the real message.
That's right.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Your friends, they're always there for you.
Amen. Their emotional support.
Woo!
Made in Manhattan versus She's the Man. She's the Man.
She's the man. I got a lifetime of knowledge.
All right. The Holiday versus The Wedding Planner. The Holiday.
Yep.
All right. Now we'll do While You Were Sleeping versus You've Got Mail.
You've got mail.
Okay, y'all. We're going on to the next round. And it's going to be When Harry Met Sally versus 13 Going on 30.
I'm feeling really good about When Harry Met Sally.
Yeah, I would pick that over 13 Going on
Yeah,
30. Okay,
if I'm
thank
thinking
you,
rom-com
thank you,
wise.
Thank you. Yeah. I agree. Okay, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days versus She's the Man. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Because She's the Man, I
if
feel
we're
like is
thinking
less
rom-com-wise.
rom-com. Yeah. Okay. The Holiday versus You've Got Mail.
The Holiday.
Yeah, I agree. Oh my gosh, y'all.
This is a really good list left.
Okay. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days versus The Holiday.
The Holiday for me.
Oh, I was going to say How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
The Holiday is just so robust, and there's multiple storylines.
Yeah, but How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, she's wearing that beautiful yellow dress.
I know, and it is a classic. That's really hard.
That's really hard. These are easily our top 3.
I
When Harry
know.
Met Sally, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, and The Holiday.
Wait, I thought there was 4.
No, because we did that skipperoo.
Oh.
This is really hard. I
can settle on How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. That feels really good to me.
Okay. Because the only, like, here's my argument. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. You can watch
Classic.
it all year round.
Yeah.
It's not just like I feel like The Holiday, it's a little
puts me in my-
seasonal.
Mr. Napkinhead.
Okay. We are on to the end, y'all. This I feel really proud of this.
Me too.
This-
And I already know my answer.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days versus When Harry Met Sally. And we're going to go with you're going to go.
No, I was going to do How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Oh, no. Okay.
When Harry Met Sally has not been a movie that's in my constant rotation, but How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, I will watch at least once a year.
Actually, I think you're correct. Because here's the thing.
It's the perfect rom-com. Classic
I am
rom-com.
going to agree with you because here's what it has. When Harry Met Sally, it has the friends to lovers, which I love that trope.
Mm-hmm.
Great trope. I also love the cardigans. I love the autumn vibes. I love the length of time that these people are dating.
I also do love that they're a little older.
I like that they grow up a little bit.
Mhm.
But what it doesn't have is a badass
It's Matthew
bitch
McConaughey.
who works for a magazine. And I'm going to tell you something. That's a
Yep.
prerequisite for us.
We saw ourselves in her.
We saw ourselves in her. Okay, Andy is the winner.
Also, I feel like her character in Running Point, if you haven't watched that yet,
yeah, very
it feels
Andy.
like the grown-up version of Andy, which is really fun.
I
to
agree.
me.
Wow, we just did that.
You know what's really funny is when we started this,
I knew
in
that was
my
gonna be-
head, I was like, the perfect rom-com to me is How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Yeah, I'm like, this is the most quintessential movie.
And the fucking Rotten Tomatoes, 46%, my asshole.
Who are these critics? We're criticizing
We're
the
speaking
critics.
to you. Well, for some reason, when I just looked into the camera, we looked really similar.
Well, we are twin sisters.
Oh, we need to talk about that.
Yeah. So one thing about us is we accidentally twin all the time. And yesterday when we were going to the very sad celebration, it wasn't just sad. It was also happy to send off Ryan and Nicole to Minneapolis. Tori comes upstairs and I go, "Are you kidding me?"
Well, all of a sudden, I don't see her, and she just goes, "Shut up!" And I thought she was just saying that to me to scare me.
No, we were wearing the
Same
exact
outfit.
same outfit, same hairstyle, same jewelry.
Yep.
We looked identical.
Yep.
We didn't even plan it.
Well, I'm really curious to see what people get. I'm curious to see how many people end up at the same spot we did.
I'm curious to see how many people end up at the same spot we did and how many people end up with a movie that we voted out in the very first round. Also, I almost didn't put When Harry Met Sally because technically I was looking at 90s through early 2000s and it was in the 80s. So it
Worth it.
almost didn't make it, but
I think soon we'll do one of more recent movies.
yeah.
That'd be really fun. Or we'll do another genre.
Or we could take all of Nancy Meyer's movies and see which one is our number one.
Oh,
I already know
girl.
it.
I'm in.
I already know it. It's Parent Trap for me. That's the best movie that's
what
ever been made.
I named my sister after that movie. That probably was a movie that I've seen the most with my eyes.
That's one of the best movies that's ever been made.
Those Parkers.
We hope that you guys got some significant emotional support from this episode.
It gave me emotional support to end
It
my weekend.
really did. We hope you have a great week. We cannot wait to catch up with you next week. And we hope to see what your answers are for your top number one rom-com from the 90s and early 2000s.
No wrong answers.
No
Unless your top movie is Just Friends, then I'm going to judge you.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to call you Sally. And that chain email is going to come back around to you.
Well, we used to say it was Stacy.
Oh, Stacy, I'm so sorry. Really got one Harry Met Sally on the brain. Anyways,
Have a great week.
like, subscribe,
share with your
comment,
friends,
review it,
and we love y'all.
share your bracket back with us. Can't wait to hear about it. You are our rom-com and living life.
Amen.
Ralp.
I thought his name was Ralp Fiennes.